Big old walleye. Don't squeeze. So I went walleye fishing at the Detroit River, caught a few, but I've been doing much better on the inland lakes. Cool fish. Thanks, bud. You're lucky. You're lucky today. Today I'm ultimately just trying to dial my LiveScope in. It's early spring. Bass are up shallow. I know I can catch them up shallow. I've been doing it all spring. And I kind of just want to spend some time on a LiveScope. Huh. Another walleye. It's probably because they got free rain out here. The bass aren't eating anything out here. They're all pushed up. That's a good eater right there. We're gonna let him go. That'd be a good one. Truth be told, I bought an electric fillet knife from Cast King, and it was horrible. So I don't really have a fillet knife right now, or I probably would have kept those two. So, oh well. If I keep catching walleyes, I might just go to the bank. That worked. Oh, don't boat flip big bass. All right, that was cool. Don't boat flip big bass on light line. Oh, bent my hook almost out trying to do that. So, good to know, good to know. I'm gonna show you something here that I've learned watching this. Well, actually, let me just set this up for you guys to see. Well, I was gonna show you, but then the fish just showed right here, bright. See how that's bright? That's a fish. So it's in the grass. I'll see if I can find a better example here. Right there. That's a fish. And if we watch it long enough, it should start moving. Those are all a bunch of little bait fish. Big fish right there. That's a fish. So, we're going to cast it out there. I'm in a weird angle here. I don't know where my bait is, but there's all kinds of stuff going on right there. The wind, of course, picked up. Why wouldn't it? It's been flat, calm all day. You can see that's a good sized bass. I just let my bait drop all the way to the bottom just to get a better angle at this. There's fish out there. And my bait's way over here. So, let's see if we can get a better shot at this. Those are game fish. Those are walleye or bass. And there's obvious bait balls up here and here. That's why they're here. And now the wind's 100 miles an hour. And I've got this super light bait on. Alright, there's one right at 40. My bait's dropping down at 35, 40. I went too deep, but let's see if we can pull that guy up. We did not. Wind makes it very difficult. And at this depth, there's no power poles holding me. So I'm kind of trying to pay attention to that too, because if I was shallower and had shallow water anchors, that would make sense. But in 16 feet of water, there's not an anchor there that's gonna hold that. So let's see. I should be just past that. There's one way up high. Let's see if I can get that to go. He's coming for it. Yeah. Tricky. They've been doing that all day. Follow it right to the boat. And then turn off. Let's see, that's one for sure. See how it looks like it's got a fire coming out its tail there? That's generally what I'm looking for. And then if it's suspended a little bit, that is a fish for sure. And the art in this is getting close enough that you can make a cast into the wind, but not so close that you don't have any retrieval room. He's coming up, even though it was a horrible cast. No. See how he looks like a little fireball? If you've ever played a game with a mage in it that shoots fireballs, that's kind of what we're looking at, is fireballs. Those are fish. What I'm not very good at yet is determining the size, and I'm trying to get better at that. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this today, is just to learn some things. One thing I'm starting to learn, at least for today, I don't know if this is always true, but if they don't go on the initial drop, you're probably better off spending time looking somewhere else. Because every fish I've caught today, the walleyes and bass alike, they have shown interest right from Jump Street. Well, there comes two at it. You can't see it because I couldn't see it because I was getting hit with waves like crazy. Bass, decent bass. We already learned once today, don't try and boat flip it, and it fell right off into the net. It's a good one. Tried to get you a better picture as soon as we'll get another one maybe. As soon as those fish came out, I got hit with like somebody's boat wake, which happens all the time. And there's not even, the big wake boats aren't even out yet. That was just a fishing boat. So, sorry about that. I saw him come out, and I knew what to do, but I didn't know. I didn't know where they were. I'm way up high, right over that fish. I lost it. There's another one down below, so we're gonna drop her down. See how that fish will follow that thing all the way to the bottom. And there's another one down there, so we'll see. Yep. That wasn't the one that chased it down. That was, oh, it was a crappie. All right. There was one on the bottom, and apparently that's what it was. That took it from the one that chased it down. So there's all kinds of species here. There's bass, there's crappie, there's walleye. And that is for sure a fish. The wind's gonna blow me the other way. I'm gonna try and find my bait, try and stay on my bait. I'm trying to show you guys a split screen of all this so you can see how difficult this is. Everybody thinks they can go buy a LiveScope and catch every fish they see. I'm here to disprove it. Does teach you a lot about fish. Like that one ain't gonna go, so we'll drop her down. Oh, now he's gonna go. He's gonna follow it. Jeez. Let's see. No. Nope. Remember how I said don't make more than one cast at something, move on? I've made like 4 casts at that. He hasn't budged. Move on. Moving on. You see that fish come flying out of there? Oh, that was for sure a bass. Let's see what we can do here. I don't think he got a very good look at anything. I don't know why he turned off, actually. There's a fish. A little guy. There's another fish coming. If I could only see my bait. There he is. There we go. That's a crappie. And he was hungry. Dang. Maybe that last one was a crappie too, but ultimately, bass, crappie, walleye, they're all doing the same thing. When that little hover minnow comes over, they come shooting out. That's a decent crappie. They come shooting out of the grass and they get it. Let's see if we can't get this guy to go. I don't even know if that's a fish anymore. No. Well, it is a fish. I don't know, it was the one that was swimming around. that fish got it. And that's a big old walleye. I couldn't see my bait on that, but we saw the fish swimming. I can't believe how many walleyes I am catching out here. And good ones. Real good ones. That's a really, really good one. That is that's one I'm going to measure just because. So I think we're going to leave it on that. Big old bronze gold 24-inch walleye. Let's talk about some of the things. Oh, my hands. Hold that thought. Well, whatever. So let's talk about some of the things that we learned today. Messing around with this LiveScope. First thing, if you bring it by the fish, if you bring your bait by the fish and it doesn't react in some way, shape, or form, it's probably not going to react. So move on, find another fish to throw at. The wind makes it very difficult to keep the beam on the fish and your bait, but you at least know the fish is there. Like that last walleye I caught, we saw the fish swimming along and I knew I was in the vicinity. I just didn't know how deep I was. Obviously I was the right depth and that fish came up and got it. Let's see, what else did we learn? Fireballs in the grass, they'll shoot out. That's your fish. So a little bit higher sensitivity will show those fish in the grass a little better. Oh, something I didn't talk about yet, but I found, so I have the Fish Obsessed mount for the LiveScope, and I feel like the most important thing, even before you start messing with the settings, is to make sure that you start off with the top of the LiveScope parallel to your trolling motor, if that makes sense. That would be down mode, and then click it up 1 or 2 depending on what you like. I want to see the bait hit the water when I can, so I click it up 2, and that will show the top of the water a little bit better. So that is more important than any setting on there, is having your transducer mounted correctly. So I've got a 0 degree mount, and make sure you start with it parallel and then up 1 or 2 depending on what you like. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share it out to a friend, leave a comment. All of that stuff helps build the channel, and that's what I'm looking to do. So thanks again. We'll catch you next time.